Welcome, dear seekers, to Lydia's Magic Whisper. I am Lydia, and I invite you to step into a realm where numbers whisper secrets, where their meanings shift like sands in the desert. Today, we're not just talking about simple arithmetic. We're diving into the fascinating world of cultural numerology, where a single digit can be a beacon of hope in one corner of the globe and a harbinger of misfortune in another. Let's begin with the enigmatic number 7. In the West, it's often hailed as a symbol of good fortune. We have the lucky number 7 on the casino floor, the 7 wonders of the ancient world, and even the comforting rhythm of 7 days in a week. 7 often represents completeness, perfection, and divine order. Yet, turn a corner, and 7 reveals its darker side. In Christian theology, the 7 deadly sins, pride, greed, lust, envy, gluttony, wrath, and sloth, represent the very flaws that can lead to our downfall. This duality reminds us that even the most seemingly auspicious numbers can carry a heavy burden. So, what does this mean for your everyday life? On the 7th of the month, be mindful of your actions. It's a day to embrace balance, to temper your desires, and to strive for spiritual harmony. Our journey takes us eastward to China, Japan, and Korea, where the number 4 holds a very different significance. The pronunciation of 4 in these languages is strikingly similar to the word for death. This association has led to a widespread aversion to the number in everyday life. Yet, even here, the story isn't so simple. 4 can also represent stability, grounding, and the fundamental elements of the universe. Think of the 4 seasons, the 4 cardinal directions, the 4 elements: earth, air, fire, and water. It's a reminder that even in the face of fear, there is always a foundation of strength. If you find yourself drawn to the number 4, consider focusing on creating stability in your life. Ground yourself in nature, connect with your roots, and find balance in your daily routines. In many Western cultures, the number 13 is shrouded in superstition, particularly when it falls on a Friday. This fear has deep roots in history and folklore. But let's delve deeper. In some ancient traditions, 13 was revered as a sacred number, associated with the divine feminine and the lunar cycle. Women, with their 13 menstrual cycles per year, were seen as embodiments of this powerful creative energy. Embrace the power of 13 by connecting with your intuition and honoring your inner wisdom. Pay attention to the cycles of the moon and allow yourself to be guided by its gentle light. Our journey has only just begun. The number 8 in Chinese culture is a symbol of prosperity, while the number 9 in Japan is sometimes avoided due to its association with suffering. Every culture has its own unique numerical language, a tapestry woven with history, myth, and belief. As we've discovered, numbers are not simply cold mathematical symbols. They are living entities, imbued with meaning and power. The next time you encounter a number, I encourage you to pause, to reflect, and to consider its cultural context. You might just unlock a hidden doorway to a deeper understanding of yourself and the world around you. We've explored the duality of numbers, their capacity to represent both fortune and misfortune. But what if we could harness the negative aspects of numbers to achieve positive outcomes? What if acknowledging the shadow side could lead to greater strength and resilience? In alchemy, the process of transforming base metals into gold involves confronting and purifying the baser elements. Similarly, in numerology, we can use the negative aspects of numbers as catalysts for personal growth. Consider negative numbers in mathematics. They represent debt, loss, or a deficit. In life, we all face challenges and setbacks, but it's how we respond to these challenges that defines us. By embracing the negative aspects of numbers, we can learn to navigate difficult situations with greater wisdom and resilience. When faced with a negative number in your life, don't shy away from it. Instead, embrace it as an opportunity for growth. Ask yourself what lessons you can learn from the experience and how you can use it to become stronger and more resilient. Let's explore the number 5, often associated with chaos, change, and unpredictability. While some may view these qualities as negative, they can also be catalysts for innovation and growth. The number 5 represents a break from routine, a willingness to step outside of one's comfort zone. It's the spirit of adventure, the desire to explore new horizons and challenge the status quo. The pentagram, a 5-pointed star, has been used throughout history as a symbol of protection and power. To harness the power of 5, be open to new experiences and opportunities. Embrace change as a catalyst for growth, and don't be afraid to step outside of your comfort zone. Let's consider the number 11, often regarded as a master number in numerology. While it's associated with heightened intuition, spiritual awakening, and psychic abilities, it can also represent intensity, anxiety, and emotional turmoil. The number 11 represents a heightened sensitivity to the world around us. It's the ability to perceive subtle energies and connect with the divine. However, this heightened sensitivity can also lead to feelings of overwhelm and anxiety. It's important to learn how to manage the intensity of 11 by practicing mindfulness, meditation, and self-care. By grounding ourselves in the present moment, we can harness the power of 11 without being overwhelmed by its intensity. To harness the power of 11, prioritize self-care and emotional well-being. Practice mindfulness, meditation, and other techniques to manage your emotions and stay grounded in the present moment. As we've discovered, numbers are complex and multifaceted symbols, capable of representing both fortune and misfortune. By embracing the negative aspects of numbers, we can unlock their hidden potential and use them as catalysts for personal growth and transformation. We've explored how embracing the shadow side of numbers can lead to growth. Now, let's examine numbers that while promising abundance and success, can become curses if misused or misunderstood. These are the double-edged swords of the numerical world. Think of the story of King Midas, who wished that everything he touched would turn to gold. While initially delighted with his newfound power, he soon realized that he could no longer eat or drink, and his touch became a curse. This tale serves as a cautionary reminder that even the most desirable qualities can become destructive if taken to excess. Abundance in all its forms can be a blessing or a curse. When we focus solely on material wealth, we risk losing sight of the things that truly matter: our relationships, our health, and our spiritual well-being. To harness the positive potential of numbers of abundance, practice gratitude and generosity. Use your resources to help others, and remember that true wealth lies not in what we possess, but in what we give. Let's turn our attention to the number 1, often associated with leadership, independence, and ambition. While these qualities can be admirable, they can also lead to arrogance, dominance, and a disregard for the needs of others. The number 1 represents the individual, the pioneer, the trailblazer. It's the energy of self-assertion and the drive to achieve one's goals. However, when this energy is unchecked, it can lead to a sense of entitlement and a willingness to exploit others for personal gain. It's important to remember that true leadership is not about power and control, but about service and responsibility. A true leader uses their influence to uplift others and create a better world. To harness the positive potential of the number 1, practice humility and empathy. Use your leadership skills to serve others, and always remember that true success is measured not by what you achieve, but by the positive impact you have on the world. Let's consider the number 2, often associated with partnership, cooperation, and diplomacy. While these qualities are essential for building strong relationships, they can also lead to conflict, compromise, and a loss of individuality. The number 2 represents the balance between opposing forces, the dance between yin and yang. It's the energy of compromise, negotiation, and the willingness to see things from another person's perspective. However, when this energy is unbalanced, it can lead to codependency, resentment, and a loss of one's own identity. It's important to remember that true partnership is not about sacrificing one's own needs and desires, but about finding a balance between individuality and collaboration. To harness the positive potential of the number 2, practice clear communication and assert your boundaries. Remember that true partnership is about mutual respect and a willingness to compromise without sacrificing your own identity. As we've discovered, numbers are powerful tools that can be used for both good and evil. By understanding the potential pitfalls of each number, we can learn to harness their positive energies and avoid their negative consequences. Thank you for joining me on this numerical odyssey. If you found this exploration enlightening, please like this video, subscribe to Lydia's Magic Whisper, and share your own numerical discoveries in the comments below. Until our paths cross again, May your numbers guide you towards your most authentic destiny. I am Lydia, and I wish you peace.